How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another Farming Simulator 19 survival series. So in today's episode, we've got a few things that we need to get done. One of them is baling. So we're going to do baling and bale collection, which we'll most likely end up selling, which is fine. We'll make a bit of money out of that. And then I'm hoping, I can't promise anything, but I'm hoping that we're going to get to some wood chopping. Because, yeah, we need to cut all of this into firewood, so there's a bit of a load there. And that is all of the logs that was on the trailers over here. So I pulled the trailers out, got the logs off, cut them into more manageable pieces that you can actually pick up. And, yeah, we need to get that into firewood. We also need to go buy some pallets to put the firewood in. So, yeah, that is something that needs to be done. Before we do that, though, we need to go feed the chickens. So I've actually cleaned up already, although they've probably made a mess again already. And I've given some grass to the sheep, so the sheep are fine. I just haven't fed the chickens yet, because I thought you guys would want to see two things actually. One, our trailer has been serviced and cleaned up and all of that good stuff, and it's also been painted red. When we bought it, it was green. It's now the Case IH red. So it fits the Massey beautifully. Not quite the same red as the Massey, but close enough. Much better than the green. I like the green, but it didn't really fit this tractor. And this is probably only ever going to be pulled by this tractor. So here we go. We've got 1,292 bushels of wheat, aka chicken feed. There we go. This trailer can take 227 bushels. Alright, let's go feed the chickens. And they haven't got any food in quite a bit. Well, I mean, they do have food. They're just not full up on food. Right. Yeah, they've made a little bit of a mess. Whoops. I hit a pipeline there. Luckily, it didn't break anything. Yeah. Let's reverse that back a little bit. There we go. Righty. Doesn't have a great turning circle for something this small. Pull that in there. Beautiful. Well, actually, no. We need to... I'm not going to clean up. It's fine. There we go. Reverse that into there so we don't make a mess all over the place. Let's see how much they take. There's no way. They're going to take that entire trailer. Yep. They are indeed. Goodness me. 18,000 liters. Well, I guess we've got 400 chickens. So I think the amount of food that we can give them scales with how many chickens there are. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what's going on. So I'm pretty sure we were able to fill that thing up when we had like, I don't know, 12 chickens. We were able to fill it up with like one bag. And I'm not talking like a big bag. I'm talking like a handheld bag. So, yeah, I don't know. That seems like a lot of chicken food. Goodness me. Okay, there's no way they can take all of this as well. No way. Let's line that up a little bit better. I don't know why, but my reversing is actually really good with trailers. Until I start recording. Stage fright, I think. Righty, let's see how far that gets us. 61 bushels left. Beautiful, but they are filled up now, so that's fine. And does this thing have a cover? No. Doesn't seem like it. Alright, that's fine. We'll just leave it here. Hopefully it doesn't rain. I suppose we can put it in the shed. Let's do that. Try and keep this as dry as possible. Let's put it over here. In front of the bales. We're going to put the Massey away. And then we're going to be doing something a little bit weird, to be honest. And you guys will find out what that is in just a second. Alright, that should be fine. There. Right, here we go. We'll put this away. And you might notice that the Voltra is not here. And that's kind of part of what we're doing. But, right. So, I am going to head up to the shop. And I'll see you guys in a little bit when we get there. Alright, we are up at the shop. And the Voltra is here as well. So, we're not doing anything with the Voltra. But, we are selling all of this. So yesterday I brought up all of this equipment to the shop. So what we have is we've got our small spreader, we've got our sprayer, we've got our weeder, we've got our cultivator, and we've got our two Rewo 8200 spreader trailers. And we're going to be selling all of this. And the reason is that we have deactivated precision farming because there seems to be a bit of a problem with it, but that's not the reason for all of this. Simply that these trailers cannot have a thin wheel option, which means we're going to be destroying crops using them. And so far it hasn't been a problem because we've been really only spreading lime with them. But I do want to spread fertilizer with them as well instead of that. And that's why we got the second one, was for fertilizer. But fertilizer we generally do after the first stage of growth. Now we can't do that because we're going to kill them. Usually it wasn't a problem because that thing doesn't have wheels. So we just have a thin wheel tractor and it was fine. So I want to use a sort of trailer setup for that. And I thought, you know what, if I'm going to replace one, I might as well replace both. So that's why two of them are here. Technically, we could keep one for lime, but we're going to be replacing both. So that has to do with the precision farming DLC that's not here anymore. Other than that, the cultivator is here because we've literally never used it, and it's worth quite a bit of money. The weeder is here because we're going to buy another one. We bought the nice big blue one. I think it was a 15 meter a couple of episodes ago. And we're going to be buying another one of those, so we can sell this one. The sprayer we're going to sell because we're literally not using it at all. Because we're sort of doing everything with dry chemicals and mechanical weeding and all of that. So we really don't need this. And if we need it, we'll probably buy a trailer version of one of those. And then, yeah, this one we're just going to sell because, well, we don't use it. So, yeah, let's get selling. We'll hopefully make a bit of money. We've got $190,000 at the moment. I'm going to repair everything before we sell it. Really don't know if that makes a difference, but there we go. $2,845. That is almost $20,000. $21,600. So let's see. That is $24,400 almost. 24. Yeah, it doesn't really make a difference. I think it only really makes the difference of what the repair costs. So it really doesn't matter. But we're going to do it anyway. Sell. Ooh. 25. I mean, the new one is about 35. So maybe even more. 45? I'm not sure. Right. That is everything sold. And we made exactly $100,000 out of that. Which is pretty freaking impressive. $290,000 we're on at the moment. That is pretty dang good. Right, weeders. We're going to be buying another one of those. I mean, our tractor, our big tractor can pull that, but our big tractor doesn't have row crop wheels on it. So we'll be destroying crop unless we can catch the weeds before the crop gets out of the ground, but that is quite a difficult thing to do, to be honest. So we're just going to be going with this one, $45,000. I think we're going to go second hand because the other one is second hand as well, and it saves quite a bit of money. There we go. And then what else do we have to buy? Some fertilizer trailers. Right, so I was thinking just something like that. We don't need anything absolutely massive. I don't think we need double wheel ones. That's a bit overboard for what we're doing. Although that would be very, very handy for lime. Now I don't know. If we go second hand with the extension... we can't get row crops on this either. Dang it. Can we get row crop wheels on this? Yes. Right. What I'm thinking, it's a pity we can't get row crops on this. You can only get the really big ones. Right, sorry, I'm thinking. I'm really thinking. So, we'll get the extension. We'll go second hand because it does save quite a bit of money. And we are going to go with the extension thingy because that makes a big difference in spreading width. And we'll probably go with the white tires just because it looks cool. Yeah. White tires. Right, so we're going to buy that, and that's going to be our lime unit. So, we're never going to lime when there's crops in the ground. So, this is perfect, and it's got a big capacity, 19,000 liters of capacity. That is $64,000. So, we're going to be buying that, and it'll need a service as well. Then, we are going to be buying this one with all of the extensions as well, which is going to be 14,000 liters. That's going to be second hand. And we are going to do the narrow tires on that. And we're also going to do the extension on that. So this is going to be our fertilizing unit. So that's $40,000. There we go. Right, I think that basically covers it. Did we have to buy anything else? I kind of forgot what we sold, and now I don't know what we need to buy. Yeah, I think that was it. I think I'll remember if there was anything else. Yeah, I think it's fine. We are going to be buying some potato equipment. We've still got $150,000 left, and we still need to sell some crops. So, yeah, selling sort of the unwanted stuff and useless stuff, really. Stuff that we really aren't using anymore. There's a couple of things around the farm that we still aren't really using that I could probably sell, but they're worth about $1,000. Things like the really old lawnmower, although I kind of like that. We might actually still use that with the Massey, so I'm not really sure if I want to sell that, and that's kind of why I didn't. If I absolutely knew we're either going to replace it or we just don't use it, I was happy to sell it. But if I had any doubts at all, I kept it. And the little Massey lawnmower, I was a bit unsure about it, and I still am, so I'm happy I kept that. We'll probably still use that somewhere around the farm or around fields or something like that. But all of this is going to need a service and a place to live, so we're going to have to find some storage space for all of this. It'll definitely have to be undercover somewhere because it's going to be lime and fertilizer, of course, so we need to keep that dry. The weeder, we're just going to put with the other weeder, which is in the big shed close to the entrance, not the first one, the second one. And I actually didn't show you guys what I did there. I sort of put the header in first and then put the combine behind that, where previously I reversed the combine into the shed with the header attached, which means you could really only put the combine in that entire shed. So I sort of switched it around a bit and put the header at the back here, as you can see, and the combine off to the side, and then some things in front of that, because we really don't use the combine often at all. So putting it like that, it means we get quite a bit of storage space. So yeah, there we go. Anyway, so I'm going to get all of this washed up and serviced and get the other trailer collected from the shop. And after that, we're going to jump into probably baling and bale collection. And yeah, I'll catch up with you guys in a second after we've got everything put away and fixed and all of that good stuff. So yeah. Alright, everything is serviced up and cleaned up, and I did take the lime and the fertilizer out of the old trailers and stored them and put them back in now. So there's a little bit of product in those two trailers, but it's such a tiny amount that it doesn't really make a difference. But I thought any penny counts, so or every penny counts, so I would save the little bit that I could. Anyway, so what we are going to do is we are gonna, well, obviously grab the baler here, unfold, there we go, and we are gonna jump into baling. So we've got this field over here to bale. We're probably gonna get a grass bale first because we've got 28% grass in this. So we need to do this field and then the field over the hill there. So we're gonna jump into a time lapse and get that knocked out real quick. Within that time lapse, we'll probably do the collection as well and stack them over here, and we'll probably come back in a little bit after that and sell them if the price is right. So yeah, for now we're gonna jump into that time lapse, so sit back, relax and enjoy. Alright, so that is all of the baling done, bales collected and sold, and we made quite a bit of money out of all of those bales, and there was a lot of bales. And then we of course went off to sell the grain that we had left in the silos, and we ended up with $367,000, which is a very, very good chunk of money. We are, however, about 2 days later than what we were when we were collecting bales, and because it just got late and dark, so I skipped to the next day, and then the entire next day was raining, so I couldn't do anything. And yeah, here we are the next morning, and we got quite a lot done this morning, so very, very good. We do have that one extra grass bale up there, which is good. And I did grab the straw bale that came out of the baler the last time, and sold that off as well. Unfortunately, we're not going to get to making firewood today, because this is going to take quite a while to chop up all of that wood. But the thing is, I don't really know where to go with all of this money. So we've got a lot of money, obviously. I don't really know what to spend it on. At the moment, I feel like just sort of keeping it and see where we really need it. Do we maybe need another seeder? Do we go into corn as well as potatoes? We know we're going to go into potatoes. Should we spend some money and go into corn as well? That does seem like a pretty good option to me. So we'll see. I did think about maybe replacing the Voltra with another all-purpose tractor, because the Voltra is a very, very good all-purpose tractor. It does just about everything. And I thought maybe we should replace that with another one, just a bigger version of that. And I thought maybe a case or something like that. I don't really know. The one that I was looking at is this one. The Case AFS Connect Magnum. So I was thinking about something like that, but it is very, very expensive, even if we buy second hand. It would basically take up all of our money to upgrade to about a 400 horsepower tractor, and with some row crop wheels and all of that good stuff. So it is a lot, because the well, it is a lot of power, because the Voltra is only 250 horsepower, so going up to 400 would be quite a bonus. But I think we'll maybe leave that for later. That is big money, and we're not quite there yet. Even though it looks like we aren't really. We'll see where we're at after we've got some new potato equipment and all of that good stuff. But that is going to be it for today, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, make sure to give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you all next time.